Hello everyone. I'm going to explain my um, Elliot Waves indicators. I name it Waves Master because it's going to have different type of waves in the future. I look to Elliot simply like this: wave 1, 3, and 5 with retracement and the downtrend as well. I didn't include the corrective waves in my indicator till now, but expected in future versions or releases. So I'm going to talk about the settings for my indicator, the RSI, what is the recommended buttons added to my indicator, and how to enable disable default waves to be able to see the recommendation based on the volume configuration. Wave 2 and 4, which are here, they are corrective waves. I allow you in my indicator to put the percentage. We're going to see the few seconds. If you go to my indicator and try to drop it on the chart, it will give you three identical sections, 1, 2, and 3. So expect to see those settings each time you configure. You have to configure them, of course, of different configuration. 1 hour means I want to select the 1 hour time frame for my first wave because my indicator is dropping or drawing three time frames together of Elliot waves. First time frame is 1 hour. 45, how many candles? If you want to configure to not work with Fibonacci as an example or whatever method, you will just take top and bottom and start your support resistance. Here is 133. So if in my indicator, you have to specify the time frame is 1 hour, 133 candles. Shifting. Shifting is where is the price now. If we go here to the Ethereum, this candle where the price is moving, it is called candle 0. This is candle 1. So if I said I want to ignore this part, which is 41, so shifting should be 41. Okay, after 41, how many candles? I want 42. So 41, 41 will be in shifting, means ignore the first 41 candles, start counting for 42 candle. Wave 2 and 4, the corrective that I just talked about at the first of my video. This correction is levels. There are different levels of correction percentage. I allow you in my indicator to both. I just made an average of those two last ones and I depend on them. You can change them as per your preference. You want to distinguish between each time frame coloring for bullish and bearish. So here in my indicator, if you drop it here, you will find the first waves will be drawing if it is up, like aqua, hot pink if it is down, like lime for the second time frame. So let me drop my indicator quickly and see the configuration. But before I go ahead, you have a settings down here. Refresh. How many times you want the changes of waves based on how many seconds. This is being used with the recommended that I'm going to talk about as a factor in specifying the recommendation of new waves. If I said disable and click OK, it will do nothing. Just drawing something only the RSI and the period. So if I said here again back, please draw for me the Elliot waves based on the configuration. Can you see I am in 1 hour now? It will tell me here your RSI ratio, because RSI here is huge. Let me just decrease it a little bit. If I made this like 9, this is like 9. This is RSI, sorry. I want RSI. It's like 9. And the last RSI is 9. That's good. Okay, so percentages are a little bit different. So each color here, this one, just to make it easy for you, this is H1. So all what you need to see it's H1 same color, so you are not confused. it is you selected 45 candles. So from here you can see how many candles, but you have to be smart. What do you mean by smart? I am in 1 hour time frame now. I would select not 45, I would select 133. So I will go here. Okay, 145 is not good. I want 133 candle for my analysis. Okay, the second one is now it changed the color, but here it is still plotted. So I have to delete waves. It will redraw them again. 4 hour. If I go here, it is now 45 candle. 4 hour. How much? What is the trend I want to measure here? So let me stop this one. Okay. Let's say, okay, I would like to take those ones. They are 79. So 45 candle are not as suitable for me. It's 79. 1 second. Was it 79 or I forgot as usual? Here it's like, yes, it's almost 80. So I go here, second time frame, it will be 80 candle. Okay, now it changed it. I have to delete waves to see it, to redraw it again. Now it's green. Did you see it changed? Okay, the last one is 12 hours. Okay, in 12 hours, how many candle I would recommend to take? Let me take those ones like this. They are suitable. So it's 102. 102 candle of 12 hours. So 102. Now it's meaningful. So the default settings is just a default settings. You need to do something different. Now I can see in my indicator 3 probability. I draw for you up and down of each wave 2. Why wave 2? Because this assumption of the green, this is 1, 2 here, it should go to here, retrace down and finish the fifth here. Okay, for this one, this top, if it is broke, if it is not broken and it's continuous, so you are in different scenario. So the top of wave 2, the bottom of wave 2, this one, sorry, this one, and this one, the top of wave, end of wave 1, end of wave 2, I make 2 lines with each assumption. So 1, 2, 3, you have 6 lines. Okay, so breaking those lines closer, closer, closer. For example, for this red one, H12, I say it's still going down, but if it close here, one candle above this line, it will go up. If it close one candle below this number, then it didn't finish yet its work. Okay, what else remaining in our story here? We have talked about indicator settings, RSI. What is recommended? Recommended is a based calculations for alternative scenario. Where you are here, you have to you can select click recommended. Now the recommended is same as the default settings. So I mean, this is the normal by top and bottom as per how many candles. But when I say recommended, it will calculate and see what is recommended based on volume relation with the close. What do you mean by the close? When you use this recommended and you want to know and rely on this as an alternative waving, then you have to see, you have to make it sequenced. 1 hour should be less than the second one, which is 4 hours. 4 hours should be less than the 12 hours. And you have to choose a higher time frame. Here it's 1 week. So it should be ascending like this, okay? So this recommended one for H1 time frame here for H1 should look for the closure of 4 hours. 4 hours should look for the closure of 12 hours. 12 hours should, so the volume and the candles configuration are relying on each other. So make sure they are in this hierarchy, 1 hour or whatever, small, small, big, bigger, biggest. Okay, if I choose disable this one like this, then and delete waves, it will do nothing but just the RSI. So, okay, now I don't want to see the default settings for my Elliot waves. Show me the recommended. What do you recommend? I'm in 12 hours. This is 1 hour. That's why it is very close. Let me make it like 3 hours. You will find it little wide. Okay, this is recommended one for 1 hour. Show me the recommended two. There is no. This is recommended two. Could be identical to the original one or not. Show me the recommended three, and this is the recommended three. Okay, recommended is based on volume and the closure of candles. I hope it was benefit and clear for you. Please don't forget to check my indicator in the comment of my video. Thank you so much.